Hey guys, Joe DeMarco from the Crazy New York Driver Show. Today is Friday, September the 30th, 2016. Welcome to another eBay video. In today's video, we're going to discuss the following topics. Number one, a payment glitch on eBay that possibly hurt or is hurting some of your sales. We're also going to discuss something new that eBay has come out with called the new eBay Resolutions Pilot. We're also going to discuss some other important eBay issues that I think are very important to you guys and to myself, and a few things from last week's video. So let's get started right now. First of all, for those of you guys who don't know me, my name is Joe DeMarco. I am a long-time eBay seller since 1999. My eBay account is Hubcap Joe's. Speaking of that, if any of you guys ever need a hubcap for your car, nice full wheel cover here, I've got them. Or if you need a center cap for your alloy wheel, I've got them. Visit my eBay store, Hubcap Joe's, or check out my website at hubcapjoes.com. Thank you for your patronage. Now guys, let's talk about your comments and concerns from last week's video first. In last week's video, we discussed the following things. We discussed buyers with only one name and no last name. One first name, no last name. Quite a few of you guys wrote in saying the same thing has happened to you. And I think it's freaky and I think it's unacceptable. I would like to see eBay and PayPal validate and require full names for their buyers and their sellers. I can't believe there are still some accounts out there with just a first name. We also talked about Facebook groups and how they can be helpful. Guys, a lot of you guys applied to enter that Facebook group that I mentioned last week. I approved most of you. There's about 4 or 5 people I did not approve because your Facebook accounts are blank and incomplete. You have no history, you have no friends. I can't tell if you're a real person or not. So you guys did not get approved, and I cannot approve you unless you actually complete your Facebook accounts. Or if for some reason you can't do that, you could email me at crazynydriver@aol.com and explain who you are and offer me some validation. Speaking of the Facebook groups, guys, if you watched last week's video, this is going to give you a chuckle. But who do you think applied to try and get into the Facebook group? None other than my stalker. The guy that I showed you last week that was on the Fox News report and exposed, he had the nerve to try and apply. Naturally, I declined him and I blocked him. And speaking of that, quite a few of you guys emailed me last week privately to ask me more about him and his antics, because you saw the news videos and you weren't aware of this. So, because I don't have time to talk about him on this video, there'll be one link in the description box. That link will take you to a very good history of many of the things he has done to so many people over the years. There are so many victims of this one person, you will be flabbergasted. I'm talking all over the country, people on eBay, people on YouTube, people in the arcade communities. Kwame Kilpatrick, you wouldn't believe this. Just go and check the site. You'll see for yourself. It's in the description box. It's phenomenal. He's a sick, sick man. But let's move on to the eBay section of the video, because that's what I'm here to talk about. First, let's talk about the payment glitch that has affected quite a few people in the Facebook groups. It didn't affect me, but it did affect quite a few others, so I want to do a quick tutorial now on how you guys can fix that. I'm going to do a quick cutaway right now so you guys can see what the problem is, how to fix it, then I'll come back and discuss it. So let's do that now. Okay guys, here is the way to be sure that you have your checkout settings correctly set on eBay. First, like you see in this screen here, go into your Seller Hub on the right side, scroll down to where it says Site Preferences and click on that. From the next screen, scroll down to where it says Payment from Buyers, and on the right side there's a hyperlink. You're going to click on that, and that's going to have a drop-down menu that looks like this. On the right side, you're going to want to click Edit. And when you click on Edit, it will most likely ask you to sign back in, which you will have to do for security reasons. Then on the next screen, look on the left here and be sure all three of these items are checked. This is very important. If they are not checked, make sure you check them, because that is what has been causing a problem for some eBay sellers. You saw the little tutorial. It's very easy to check your settings. What I'd like to know is, have any of you guys had your PayPal settings unchecked? Please comment below. I want to know if this is still an ongoing issue. And if it is, it needs to be looked at. Make sure all three of those boxes are checked, because that's very important. While we're on the subject of sales, how were your sales this week? My sales were quite good, with the exception of Monday. From Monday afternoon, about 22 hours thereafter, I didn't make a single sale. I knew Monday night was going to be slow because that was the night they had the big Clinton-Trump debate that everybody was watching, which I watched myself. So I kind of figured it would kill eBay, but it really killed it for me for 22 straight hours. And I'm wondering, guys, did you notice Monday and Monday night was absolutely terrible, a disaster? If so, please comment below. I'm just comparing notes here. Yesterday I was contacted by eBay, and I was told that I have been entered in a trial program called the eBay Resolutions Pilot Program. Were any of you guys also contacted and opted into this program? If so, I'd like to know about that. Because I think most of you are not in this program, I will read to you briefly a synopsis of what it is and how it will benefit us, the sellers. The eBay Returns Resolution Pilot gives sellers more control how to handle returns that are not as described. Number one, you, the seller, will be able to decide what to refund. You will also be able to decide whether to deduct the cost of the original shipping of the item. And lastly, you'll be able to contact eBay directly if the item received back is not the actual item you sent or not in the condition that you sent it in, such as if parts were removed from it or if it was broken. Quite a few of you guys complain that you received items back that were damaged or parts removed. So this will greatly benefit you guys. In the 17 years I've been on eBay, I've only had 3 questionable returns, I think, where the item was sent back broken, because it was like putting a square peg into a round hole. Guys were buying center caps from me and trying to force them on with an incorrect application. In other words, putting the wrong cap on the wrong alloy rim, and of course they broke them. And they didn't tell me that. They just said, hey, I bought the wrong cap. I said, sure, send it back, I'll give you the money back. But I got stung. I remember one case vividly because I received the 4 caps back and I didn't bother to open the box. I just clicked refund. That was my own stupidity, and hey, I paid the price for it. But it never happened again. So I'd like to know, guys, what do you think of the way this program sounds? I am, again, cautiously optimistic. I think the program sounds good. I'm for anything that will help an eBay seller. I am a seller friend, not a seller critic. All right, guys. I came across something weird regarding Amazon. Normally I wouldn't talk about Amazon because I don't sell there. But recently I've been seeing a lot of videos on YouTube where small sellers like you and me are complaining that Amazon is forcing them out, raising their fees, and they're not making any money. And quite frankly, I agree with them. I don't think Amazon is very friendly to the small seller, and I do not recommend it one bit. Not at all. Can any of you guys theorize why anybody would spend more than $100 for a $100 Amazon gift card? Gift card. I sound like I'm from Massachusetts. Gift card. In one case, somebody spent $750 for a $100 gift card. This is freaky. I do know one thing. Gift cards are not considered cash. So could it be that some unscrupulous people are buying these gift cards to circumvent the policies on cash? Have any of you guys seen anything like this on Amazon, or even on eBay for that matter? If so, could you please talk about it below and give me your reasons as to why you think they're doing it? There are those that think money laundering is involved on Amazon, and that could very well be the case. I just wanted to bring this up to you guys so you're aware of it. Basically, that's all I have to discuss this week, guys. Let's do a quick rehash and I'll let you go. Number one, please guys, check your payment settings. If any of you guys found your payment settings for PayPal were unchecked after you saw my tutorial, comment below. I want to know how widespread this problem still is. Let me also know how your sales were specifically on Monday, which was horrible for me. The rest of the week was pretty darn good, but not Monday. It was just plain awful, and I think it has to do with the fact of the debate. If any of you guys have any questions whatsoever, eBay-wise, or on any of the topics I talked about today, comment below, and hopefully I'll answer them in next week's video. Guys, I'm Crazy New York Driver, and you're not. Thanks for watching. Catch me next Friday right here on the Crazy New York Driver Show. I've been doing this since 2007. Rock on, make some good sales. Peace! Yeah!